Nathan Cox here, guys. Thanks for joining me here. I'm going to be doing some vinyl floor right here. I'm doing the 12-inch stick-on tiles, okay? I have an older video, you'll see it popping up on your screen here, where I review them. Now, I did not give a positive review for this floor, and in a nutshell, it's because that a lot of times when a customer goes in to a big box store and they buy these, and the ones in that video there are the 99 cents a square foot tile. Okay, and a lot of times people will tell them that that is you just make sure you can put it over your vinyl floor, your existing vinyl floor, just make sure it's clean, peel and stick and go. And see that's one of the biggest problems right there. And then you'll see in the video why. Okay, you guys want to watch it for more. So what we're using here specifically. Oh, there I am. Sorry. Okay, I don't have a table here. I wish I could have a table where I pull this stuff up. This is the Traffic Master, okay? It's called the Self-Stick Vinyl Tile Traffic Master, has a lifetime residential or 6-year light commercial, okay? These are actually an upgrade from those 99 or 97 cent a square foot tiles, okay? Let me get this a little bit closer to the camera. Not that that's really going to help that much. These do have a beveled edge. They are considered groutable tiles, meaning after they've been glued in place, because of that beveled edge, you could actually lay a non-sanded grout in on these and make these look like a ceramic tile, making this an inexpensive and easier to do-it-yourself project than ceramic tile. But I'm going to show you how to do it right so they stay put, because a lot of times it's not explained properly by the people at the store. But like I said, and this is also a little bit thicker tile than those 97 cent square foot tiles. Like I said, if I didn't say before, these right now are currently running about $1.10 a square foot. And yes, that few more cents does make a difference, believe it or not. Okay, so obviously there's a tile. We've already got those. Alright, now for the process of doing this the correct way. We're not going to peel and stick this on top of the existing vinyl floor. There was a vinyl floor here in the laundry room, just a standard sheet vinyl that was glued down. There was a little bit of water damage from the washing machine, which caused the vinyl to kind of curl back, the underlayment to kind of start to curl and buckle itself. Luckily, we didn't really do any damage to the subfloor, okay? So the original underlayment in vinyl has been removed, and there's a new underlayment put in place. That's the first part. A lot of times your old vinyls, they're textured, okay? So if you were to stick these tiles onto them, there's two problems with that. One is with that texture, is you're losing like 20, sometimes almost 25% of your surface area that you should be adhering to because of all that texture, all the low spots in the vinyl. So the new vinyl tiles, they have less room surface area wise that actually can grab onto, okay? And number two, the problem with that is even though the vinyl seems like it should be clean and smooth, that slick surface is not the best for adhering to, okay? So new underlayment. Here's what a standard underlayment looks like, okay? It's just a thin, it's not quite a 1/4 inch plywood, it's actually technically a 5 millimeter is what they run these days, alright? That's just the plain wood. That was one piece I had left over. The underlayment I used in this laundry room here, if you can kind of see, the lighting in this room I know is bad. I'll put them side by side. There is a reddish color to the one I actually used. This is a newer product. And they were only about $14 for the 4x8 sheet, and it's pre-primed underlayment designed for vinyl floors. And it does say that you don't need to prime it afterwards, but just to make sure that it was done really well, we did go ahead and get the Self-Stick Tile Primer. Okay, you can get this right there at the Lowe's or Home Depot, right next to the tiles. You're going to roll it on just like you would, like if you were priming your walls. I just used a paint roller, but this isn't really like paint. It's more like a milky solution. I just poured it on the floor and rolled it out like if it was paint. So you apply it the same way as paint, and that just helps seal it so that it's sealed, and you're going to get a better adhesion. You're going to get much better adhesion this way. So that's the first steps in making sure that this floor stays down right, okay, is one, you're going to need a good, clean underlayment. Two, prime the underlayment, okay? Now let's go ahead and get ready to start laying the tiles. The third extra step is going to come at the end. I have a weighted vinyl roller, okay? I rented it today. I'll talk more about it later when I'm actually using it. But we're going to start laying the tiles down, okay? Okay, let's get ready to start laying this first row of tile. Now you really got to make sure this first row is in just about as straight and square the room as you can, because it really sets up the rest of the floor. So what I'm doing is, okay, so you can see a little bit better. Because these actually stick. I just found out, had to go back. These stick much stronger than those really cheap 97-cent square ones. So I'm going to peel back just a little edge here. That's just like a, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, a little bit more maybe, of the wax film there. Okay, so you can see around here and here, so that when I line them up side to side, I can actually see where the tiles are lining up to the next one. So I'm going to do a couple of these and lay them out there and make sure it's straight and square before I peel the whole thing off. So let's get that going. Over here along the wall, you want to leave a little bit of room. You don't ever want to put any hard floor, and even though these are vinyl, these being the vinyl tile the way they are, they're pretty stiff. You don't want to be the hard floor tight against the wall, because the houses do expand, contract, and they shift a little bit. And you don't want any of these tiles being pressed hard against the wall, and they might, it might pop them later. Also, the wall might have a little bit of a wave or a little bit of a curve to it. So you want to give yourself enough room so that you're not like coming down here a little ways and all of a sudden it's like, oops, run out of room. I mean, of course you can cut it, but we're trying to avoid that. So you got to figure that, you're still going to be covered by the trim over here. Okay, I've got a good straight row that I'm happy with. So I'm going to start peeling the paper and setting these down. Okay, I've got the startings of a good first row here. But in 2 tiles I'm going to have to cut one. So let's move on to showing you guys how to cut these tiles. Alright guys, here we are on the floor. You see there's some flooring coming in this room also. It's going to be different. But I've got myself a cutting board here. Get yourself a scrap piece of plywood or OSB board or something like that. I got my vinyl tile here. I've already got it marked where I need to cut it off at. Straight edge and utility knife. The tin snips are for when we cut around a doorway and stuff like that. And we'll go over that when the time comes. Right now we're just going to make a straight cut. And honestly I haven't cut one of these exact tiles like this before. So we'll see how well it cuts. Well, I'll tell you what, the knife did not just sink into it super easy. These are fairly tough tiles. Let's see. That's okay. I thought that's what was going to happen. Scored a couple times, and you can snap her. And I'll just cut the paper behind it and use that one for another cut. Okay, let's go put this one in. Alright, hey guys. Weird camera angle, I know, but we're down here working on the floor. So if you guys want to see this cut with the tin snips, you see, I'm going to show you right. I'll just do it like this. She cuts pretty nice. So if you need to cut just a little bit off and it's not enough to really score it and bend it, or if you need to cut, say, a little square out to go around a door jamb, just get your tin snips out. They work real nice. See? Alright, let's get back to laying. I just finished the floor, but take a look at that right there. And if you watched my other vinyl video, you'll know that I was talking about these sections here that have troubles getting all the little corners down and staying down. And over here, I've kind of pressed these down, you know, and they kind of want to stay, but then they don't, obviously. So let's fix that, shall we? Okay guys, you can see this down here. This tool I brought in, I mentioned this about one of the third things to do to really make these self-adhesive floors work well. This is a vinyl roller, okay? It doesn't look like it is, but just on the rollers right here, that's 100 pounds. So it's, by the size, it's a little misleading, but you got 100 pounds right there. And so we're just gonna roll the vinyl almost like we were vacuuming, just real slow and steady. And we're gonna get, like that little corner I just showed you that's having trouble staying down, we're gonna get it crushed down there so they stay put. Okay, well there you guys go. Hope this helps you installing your own self-adhesive vinyl tile floor. I did mention earlier in the video that these are designed where you can actually grout them. You know, they have beveled edges and stuff, they have all that finished edges. You still have to leave a grout line, okay? You can't just butt them up tight and then grout it. There won't be enough area for the grout to actually go anywhere. They do have a finished rounded edge, so if you get yourself some little tile spacers, little 1/16th of an inch or maybe 1/8 of an inch tile spacers, and get them in there spaced, get these tiles set in place and then come back and grout it, and it'll look very similar to a ceramic tile floor. That little tool that you just saw me doing there, the little vinyl roller, I rented that for less than $20 for the whole day. Okay, that's not a tool I own, so I don't do this kind of stuff very often. If you guys are do-it-yourself, that's not a common tool anyone has, okay? Only vinyl guys have those tools. But your local tool rental place should have them. Like I said, less than $20 for the whole day makes a big difference. You can go over those trouble spots that are having trouble sticking down. Trust me, that 100-pound roller is going to do a better job than you trying just to step on it and get them squished down. Guys, thanks again. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit that subscribe button for me, because that always helps out. Check out my website, greatwhiteninja.com, and thanks again.